Welcome back, guys. This is Breck Latney On Air, a podcast for up-and-coming music artists. Today's guest is a Chicago artist named Troy Good. To start it off, guys, hey man, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us your story.
Basically, I dropped my first single at the end of October of 2018. I dropped my first single when I moved out to Colorado Springs. It's called Bright Lights, and that was the first song that I dropped to people to basically start my career. Before that, I was in the military for about 9 months, got kicked out of the military. Before that, I was homeless for about 3.5 years, living in South Tampa, Florida, and in the streets of Chicago. So there was really no platform for me to make music at the time until I got out to Colorado, and that's when I started really getting at it.
Okay. So, what branch in the military did you join? By the way, I'm actually still currently active duty.
Yeah.
Nice. I was in the Army. I was 88 Mike.
Okay. How would you, I mean, just to keep it brief, how would you experience? How'd you like it?
I liked everything up until getting to my actual unit. I love basic and AIT. Once I got to my unit, it was a whole different story, and I was done with the military.
It always is, man. It's like it's a completely different environment, man. It's like as soon as you get out of boot camp, you think it's going to be like, you think you know what you're going to expect, but the truth is, when you get there, it's a completely different environment. You know what I mean? But yeah,
I think I got hit with a lot. A lot of boredom when I got there. It was just so fast paced with that boot camp and everything, and I was ready. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
And then we went straight to mopping floors. I was like, nah, I'm cool on that.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, boot camp was like you were going hard, and like it happened to me when I got to my first unit. Like I found it hard to like stay motivated and go back to the gym. You know what I mean? Like when I went, like before I went to the military, like I was hitting the gym. I was trying so hard to stay fit. The PT test is the PT test, but like, I just lost kind of motivation after boot camp. You know what I mean? Like I quit smoking. I quit doing this. As soon as I still showed up at my unit, everybody was like smoking cigarettes, smoking, drinking. You know what I mean? It's just kind of just a different environment. So I agree with you on that, man. But just to start off, so what got you motivated to actually start to pursue a music career yourself?
I wasn't trying to be homeless anymore. I was trying to actually do something with my life, and I tried college, got kicked out of college. I tried school, got kicked. Everything I tried, I got 30 jobs and got fired from all those jobs. And so I figured at this point, I knew my music was solid. I knew I just didn't have the right backing behind it. So I figured once I was out here, I'm like, I'm either going to be homeless again or really bust a move. So the day I got kicked out of the military, I hit up the first studio that I found on Google, and I went there and spent all my bread at the studio. And I spent all the bread on that track, all the bread on that song. And then that song blew up out here, and people was hating on me just from the fact that they didn't know me. And then I did a diss track to a little diss thing that you probably saw on my Instagram to like the 9 top rappers out here in Colorado.
Right.
And then last year, that's really what got me on the radio everywhere out here in Colorado. Once that happened, it was like, who is this dude? You know what I'm saying? Who is this guy? What is he doing? And then the fact that none of the people responded to it also was like a big thing. You know what I'm saying? It was more just, so that just brought a lot of my everything that I had been doing out in Colorado. That was really because of that.
Okay.
So it brought you a lot of views because of that dish you put out.
Yeah, it really just brought me a lot of attention in the city, because I was getting attention outside in Chicago and other places, but that's really how I started getting noticed in my own city.
Okay, now you mentioned Chicago. It just made me wonder, how has the transition from Chicago to Colorado been for you? Have you learned anything musically from said culture out in Colorado? Have you picked anything up in your travels?
I wouldn't say I was. Yeah, I did. I learned a lot of stuff. I learned a lot of stuff that could help me. But if you're asking differences, there's a lot of differences between Chicago and Colorado music. There's huge differences in the way the shows are set up. So I got to learn different ways of how to put on shows. there's different ways on really everything's different out here because Colorado is really a middleman state with music. So everything that we get brought out here is like, it's from Chicago, or it's from Atlanta, or it's from like some places like that. So when we're out here, a lot of people are just paying to get on things. It really don't matter about the talent out here. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's really just who's out here, who's got money, and who can get on these things, you know? And that's the big difference.
Yeah.
Okay. So that actually really helps me into my follow-up question. And I tend to ask a lot of rappers that we have on the show. It's a very common question we have here. And the question is very simple. As a rapper and someone who writes rhymes out, how do you, especially come from Chicago, which has such a profound sound and damn near created a genre in itself from that city, how do you differentiate yourself from other rappers? Or what is your style that you put into the pen, you know?
I would say differentiating myself would be not having one sound. If you listen to my music, I have a wide range of what I can do. I'll be rapping on songs, I'll be singing on songs, I do beats that have guitars, I do beats with synths in it. It really doesn't matter. As long as I hear something that fits and hear something that sounds good, I'm going to make music to it because I'm an artist. I'm not just a rapper, and I think that's the big thing that's going to set me apart, you know.
That's very important nowadays. You know, not just to be a rapper, but, you know, to basically have the ability to switch up.
Yeah, mostly like talented.
Yeah, to switch up to actually make a different record if that's what the song is calling for. That being said, man, what are some, like, you know, your top 3 people that inspire you to make the music that you do?
I would say my first inspiration is my pops because he don't think that I can do shit. My second inspiration would probably be J. Cole. Growing up, his pen game, everything that he was doing for his community, what I was seeing and how humble he was coming up, that was just real stuff to me, you know what I'm saying? And then third, I would say Eminem because that was the first tape that my pops ever gave to me when I was in 4th grade. So was Marshall Mathers. So when I got that, like, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like
Marshall Mathers LP.
Yeah, that was crazy. So you know.
To this day, that's still my favorite. Favorite LP from Eminem for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So
oh my bad.
No, go for it.
You know, you've been from Colorado and Chicago. Have you picked up like any other forms of art other than just like music itself? Like when traveling to these both these cities?
Yeah, I'm started my own clothing business. That's about it. Yeah, I would say that's about it. Things of art. Yeah. I would say, I mean, I played a piano, I played a guitar, I played a trumpet, but that wasn't from moving from different states. I did that all in high school and stuff.
Okay. So you were in band. That was, you know, how you were, you know, inclined with music growing up. Was you know, you were a part of band. You kind of have a music ear for stuff like that. But that wasn't always like you didn't actively want to pursue a music career until you got out of the military.
No, at the time, really, I was doing music just for the females at the school, you know?
Nah, I get that. I definitely get that.
Yeah. At least you're honest.
All right, so we got your track, So Easy. Is this an unreleased track?
Yeah, this is going to be dropping actually January 5th. We're going to get it up on some pretty big pages. We're going to get it up on Bangers Only, Promoting Sound, stuff like that. So, watch out for this track, man. It's going to be big stuff. I'm glad I got to give it to y'all first.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just a few things before we go ahead and play it. Just tell us about it. Tell us about the song that you sent us.
So at the time, I wrote this about halfway through COVID, and there was a lot of stuff going on. There was a lot of people. I was getting a lot of negative energy from a lot of people out here, just for the simple fact of how I was moving and what I was doing and not involving a lot of people. A lot of people weren't coming to me directly and asking me what exactly was going on. And it was really me just taking care of my family and making sure that I had enough funds for my family to be okay. And a lot of people were coming at me in negative ways. So this song was really just me writing about just basically like, this is who I am. Stay out of my way. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically shit like that.
All right, gotcha, man. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and play this song "So Easy." Would you mind just sticking around and jamming out with us, and we'll get right back.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
All
Fellas.
right.
"So Easy" by Troy Good.
Used to be on the beat. Used to be on the beat.
Kato, you way too dope, kid.
All fall apart, it be so easy. If I said I didn't care, would you believe me? Taking shots at my life gon' get you reread. Wrapping up while I live, it look like seaweed. Caught my bro up from the shy and said I gotta go. Had to get up out that trap, I said Geronimo. Me and my little boo, we hit Galapagos. Addicted to this lifestyle if you wanna know. I'm a trap hard Brody, bitch don't act tough. I saw that little vid you did, you into ass stuff. Someone blew off his top, he look like NASA. His homie turning pale white, he look like Casper. I ain't hit a baby, I just need a baby. Break the eighth down your nose, it look like gravy. Thumbing through your text, how you found what's a maybe? Shit, pissed off, wish you grew up in the 80s. My homies say they got me, I found that that's okay. Digging through my phone, this ain't no love, that shit a trap. Baby, won't you fuck with me? I send that shit right back. Please don't act like you so loyal if you ain't gon' have my back. Watch out. All fall apart, it be so easy. If I said I didn't care, would you believe me? Taking shots at my life gon' get you reread. Wrapping up while I live, it look like seaweed. Caught my bro up from the shy and said I gotta go. Had to get up out that trap, I said Geronimo. Me and my little boo, we hit Galapagos. Addicted to this lifestyle if you wanna know. You can't match my pain. I see them suicides. I seen like babies die. I don't wanna go inside. Let it rain. Flood like sewer pipes. That shit degrading. It's a battle, homie. Do or die. Last time I'm gonna worry about the gang. I sent my bro a cash app. Now he acting like I changed. The world been getting heavy. Someone said I'm living with restraints. Running through this battlefield. I found out that that's all snakes. Pussy boy don't got my back. Okay, then shit, then run it back. I use my real name. Troy Good, don't gotta act. I realized I needed this and that I never needed that. Every single person hate him. Now I leave him by the trash. And 9 to 5 ain't the way. Soon tie in a shake. You were chosen, never make it. I was chosen, lead the way. Pussy boy, go get a blanket. Pussy boy, I seen the shakes. So my heart been filled with venom. I don't think I'll ever change. Yeah. If life was easy, wouldn't make it hard. I gotta play the part. When it all fall apart, it be so easy. If I said I didn't care, would you believe me? Taking shots, yeah. Come on, bro, from the shine. Said I gotta go. I said you're
Yeah. That's
So
what that was.
Easy.
All right. Where did we start? Who wants to kick it off?
I'm gonna kick that off.
Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna say, number one, man, you got some good melodies, good melodic choices on that for sure, man. Who's your producer?
Shout out AML Studios out in Colorado Springs, man. His name is
Yeah.
Franchise Pro.
Yeah, man. The 808 that he chose and the melody that he put on that beat with those 808s was freaking phenomenal. I liked it. Definitely. It was it had like an emotional feel to it, but it kind of still had that hard aspect, and it was just perfect for what you were trying to do vocally. So I don't know what came first. Was it the beat or was it, your vocals? Was it, which came first?
Beat came first on that one.
Okay. Yeah, man. So yeah, you definitely placed you placed your your lyrics and your melody well. You were in the pocket on that one. So yeah, I definitely enjoyed
Thank
it.
you.
All right. So I definitely I like the beat was definitely like wonderful. It kind of gave me a little bit of like Roddy Ricch feels, which I like. Yeah. I like them those kind of melodic tones that goes through. It kind of gives you like a little bit of an emotional story as you go through with the song. And it started to make me think, I'm like, yeah, you're the song is definitely trying to tell a story every time you come in,
All right. Now, real quick, because there's a lot of notes that I want to go over, and I had it thought out in my head. That's why I gave you guys the space to knock it out. So, first and foremost, the very first impression I got of the track, it is a super marketable song. Like, there's money in it. There's a difference between making a song that sells well and a song that you like a lot. You know, because the common thing that comes with music is you don't choose the music that people like. If you remember, Kyle got big over the song I Spy, and now it's gone on record that he hates that song. Same thing with Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco. He hates I Write Sins, not, what was that one?
Oh, I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
Yeah. He hates performing that song. So, you know, you don't get to choose which song that people gravitate towards. So when I say that's very marketable, I'm saying that it has a very high chance of gravitating said people. Yeah. That's the only way you can measure a song out in that world of like profit. You can't go, oh, this is a hit. Well, I guess you could go, this is a hit. But when it comes to people, it's really up to them at the end of the day. So that was the first note I wanted to hit on. And, you know, as a fellow rapper and writer myself, I have a lot of like notes to have on your actual delivery. It was very, correct me if I'm wrong at any point, I felt a lot of drill experience. A lot of drill music came from that. A lot of delivery came from those. More so, I don't want to compare you to anyone because I hate doing that. But Lil Durk. Okay. It's a very like Machine Gun-esque delivery. It goes, here's the rhyme scheme. It goes something something cat, something something bat, something something rat. Like, you know what I mean? But it's still very melodic. It has that support of melody behind it, which is why that genre sells itself. And now I'm talking a lot. This is why I asked for the final spot. And if I can push you to do so, would you want to at least drop a very quick freestyle? I just want to see how it sounds without everything surrounding it. You know what I mean?
You say you want me to spit the same track right now?
No. Just like a random freestyle. I just want to see how it comes down without everything surrounding it, like production and stuff like that.
Yeah. I can do that for you.
All right, man. Shoot for it. Come on.
All right, man. Hold on. I got you.
Let's do this.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's get it. They gave me a million choices. Slay me and say that's a million voices. Sit up in lab and get silly with poison. Now I make trillion noises. I drove a billion Royces. I eat a pillion Royan. I eat a Philly enjoy. They caught me a chasing named Henny because Remy annoying. I got a case full of pits. I got them trained on miss. Potion is hot, get a mitt. Can't get them off of the tip. I got a cock, she a kiss. And she got ass to the drip. Come on, can you hear me now? It's been 5 years coming, gotta feel me now. Did a whole lot of running and a whole lot of jumping. Can't stand when they say they can't feel my sound. Hold on.
Yeah. Hey, get that up.
Yeah, shoot that up.
Just so you know, that was the first time that anybody spit on Breck Latney On Air, man.
First freestyle.
You were the first freestyle,
yeah,
so that was dope, man. And you did not hesitate either. You was like, what?
I know. Thank you for not making me regret that.
That's what these shows are for, man. Like, if you got talent, bring it. You know what I mean? People need to see this, or people need to learn from, you know what I mean, just other artists. That being said, man, how do you think that song is going to do?
I think it's going to do great, man, to be honest. I think the people really going to love that song. And I don't know, what's your name in the back, bro?
Robert.
Robert, that's the first time that I've ever heard somebody say that it kind of sounds like I'm doing drill with melodic stuff. So I like that too. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing new sounds to this stuff. So that's good to know too. I think people really going to rock with this one, you know?
Yeah, that's how you'll adapt into the industry, you know? Ever changing, really.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Is there, what's your Instagram name, by the way?
Troy Good Music __.
All right, cool, man. Do you have a message that you want to give to fans or potential fans?
I just want to thank everybody who's been supporting me lately. It's been a very hard year for all of us. So for any of you guys that pressed play on my music this year and stuck with me, thank you, because I know all of us have had our own things going on with our families and making sure that we're good to go. So thank you for everybody who's been supporting me. Any artists who doing what I'm doing, keep at it, man, because people falling off like flies right now from what's happening. So if you just stick with what you're doing and you got some sort of talent, man, I promise you're gonna make it. So just keep at it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And shout out Breck Latney On Air. I appreciate y'all.
Thank you, brother.
Thank
We
you,
appreciate
man.
that.
Thank you for the shout out.
One last question, the most important question that I say for the end of the episode. I've been doing this a lot recently. Pepsi or Coca-Cola? Would you let me deliver it, bro? I gotta let it out.
You said what?
Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
Coke, baby.
Thank you.
There we go.
That's it. I'm gonna build it up because we
That's
got
what
like
I'm talking
one Pepsi so far.
We
And
got
I
another Coke kid.
all right.
All right, brother. Thanks for coming on, man. We appreciate you.
Thank you guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
You too.